are the parents not held responsible for the selling out their own children to R. Kelly?
Not only
That was
that,
the thing that had me like, hold on. If R. Kelly got to go to jail, the parents lie to him, tell him you 18. You know what I'm saying? All of that was through text message from parent to child. These Aaliyah's parents sold her out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these parents need to be held responsible. And a lot of people don't need to be having kids because they not mentally there, bro. Having a kid is the ultimate sacrifice, bro.
yes,
And I just want to say one more thing. Dr. Umar, we got to, I love you. You had an interview, I think it was with Art. And bro, we got to tackle this child support thing. I believed in everything you said, bro.
Well, what's your take on
Time
the child
needs to be
support?
split. Time needs to be split, not money. Why am I paying for a child to be disrespecting me who I have no power over? Yo, you hit that on the head so much, bro. You hit that right on. Bro, my daughter, we go through 8 months with her not talking to me. 4 months with her not talking to me because her mom, yo, your dad, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yo, that system needs to be ripped down. Judges, lawyers. Yo, I went to court and the judge told me I need a lawyer. I'm like, nah, I want to represent. They said, nah, you need to have another lawyer. Her lawyer and my lawyer, buddy, hanging out. What's up? Bro, they took away. I said, I don't want every other weekend. I want one full week. She gets one full week. I'll handle my responsibility.
Right.
She'll help on her time. They said, nah, since you didn't want every other weekend, just take the 8 hours a week you were getting. I get to see my daughter 8 hours a week, bro. My daughter is my rock. You don't know how much that tore me down. I thought about myself. Like, it's insane, bro, what this country gets to do to people. You're right. It's back to Africa, for real. I was in Ghana, and it was beautiful.
Yes,
it was beautiful.
I'm going to be doing a group trip to Ghana early next year. I'm working on it right now. So I'm going to keep you posted on that. But thanks for tapping in, my brother.
All
I
right,
appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank you for the work. If you need graphic designers or anything, you can hit me up. I'll send you
Shoot me a text. You got my number? You got my cell?
I'll look it up.
Right now. Take it right now. Can you take it right now? It's
yes, sir.
215.
Yeah.
989.
Yeah.
9858. I could definitely use some graphic designers.
Hold on. 989. One more time.
9858. 215-989.
Yeah, I would love to help out with the mission any way possible, brother.
Oh, man, I appreciate that.
I do video. I would love to come down to the school, shoot something one day. All of that.
How good? Do you do video editing as well?
Do video editing as well, brother.
Okay.
Anything you need, I got you.
Let me drop this on you. And then when you text me, I'm going to reach out to you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to be putting together a reality show.
Yes.
It's going to be called Date with the Doctor. And so it's going to be me and the queen. It's going to be clean, though, professional.
Yeah.
We're going to sit down and have a conversation about life, love, and the world over dinner.
I could chop it up.
You feel me? Over dinner. And then we're going to do one slow dance. And then we're going to go for a walk outside in the park. And that's going to be it. And then we're going to edit it up, throw it up on YouTube. And so twice a month, I'm having these intimate conversations with Black women about life, love, and the Black community.
You're going to be teaching everybody like you always do.
Sir. Yes, sir. So definitely shoot me that text.
I will. I definitely will. I'll show you some of my work in the text as well.
Okay, King. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. One love. Yes, the Date with the Doctor reality show will be happening. Black women, if you're interested in coming out. And by the way, this is going to be a very clean reality show. This is going to be very clean. You could call it a podcast, reality show. I want to promote the Black woman, her business. I want to promote her issues, her concerns, her views on love and family. It's going to be clean. She's going to come classy. We're going to throw a couple celebrities in there. You know what I mean? We're going to throw a couple celebrities in there. You know what I'm saying? Date with the Doctor. It's going to be mostly everyday sisters, Black professional sisters, working sisters, sisters of every so-called socio-economic level. Okay. You're going to have to be natural, though, ladies. You will have to be as Ifa Tunde requires. So if your hair not natural, you may have to wear a hair wrap because we're promoting natural women on the Date with the Doctor podcast, Date with the Doctor reality show. So you got to be natural. You also cannot be a married woman out of respect for your husband. You can't have a king. If you have a king, you know, and he still wants you to come on the show, because it will be respectful, so he won't be disrespected, I would need to hear from him. But I think it's best that we don't have sisters and relationships on the show out of respect for my brothers, okay? So that's coming real soon. Date with the Doctor. You will make your way to Delaware on your own dollar, and we will promote you and your business. We're looking for Black women in business. Shea butter. You got your own law practice. You got your own accounting firm. You got your own massage parlor. Whatever you do, you got your own cleaning business. I'm going to use the Date with the Doctor to promote Black women. Okay? I'm not going to worry about their bodies too much, brothers, because I'm not going to be inspecting no Black woman's body. But the hair needs to be natural. Anybody asking questions about the school is going to be blocked, because I went live from the school 2 or 3 times this week. I gave an update on the school. So if you're asking questions about the school, I'm going to assume that you are a YouTubian struggle streamer, and I'm just going to block you, because I think that's what I need to do. Okay? So the Date with the Doctor is coming. Who tapping in next? Who tapping in next? We're going to do a few more. Who tapping in next? They should be physically healthy, not 300 pounds. I'm not putting a weight restriction on it. Full figure queens, I love them as much as the extra skinny queens. I don't care if you extra teeny or extra large. A Black woman is a Black woman, and I love them all. Who tapping in next? Malika Entertainment going once. Malika Entertainment going twice. Sister Malika, how you doing, gorgeous?
I'm doing good.
How's everything with you?
Everything is well. I have so happy to tap in on this Diddy thing. I've been seeing you talking about this for the last few days, and I have a lot to say.
Talk to me.
So pretty much, I don't know if you knew that I was on Making the Band with P. Diddy.
I didn't know
Um,
that.
yeah, I was on there. I made it to the top 3 out of hundreds of thousands of women. Um, I worked with him. I was on there for 2 seasons, so I made it to the final day that we were supposed to make the choice of who was going to be on the band, and he kept me, Aubrey, and Andrea. So I've actually had an opportunity to work with Diddy personally.
Okay.
And what I don't like when it's all hit the fan is how many people desire for me to speak negatively about him.
Mm.
And if I wasn't solid right now, let me take off this tag because I don't need them knowing where I'm at for real. If I wasn't solid, let me tell you something. Payday on deck for me, because I could say anything about P. Diddy right now that I want to say. It's nothing that I can't say that anybody wouldn't believe. He did this to me. He tried to, whatever negative that I would want to say about Diddy right now, people would believe it. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, the media controls the way people are thinking. This is nothing but a public lynching. Now,
Yes.
people
Yes.
been going crazy on me because they like, you're protecting Diddy. It's not about protecting Diddy. It's about my own personal experience with him. He never came at me sideways. He never done none of that to me. To me. And I didn't never carry myself like I was the person that you could do
Right.
that
You
with.
didn't
So
hide it.
yeah, but what I did see when we was doing Making the Band, because I was on there for a few years, that show went on because I came back and forth. What I did see was many women throwing themselves at him. What I did see is a lot of women in the house willing to do any and everything to make the band. And that's probably why I am where I am today, because I wasn't willing to do none of those things. As a person, you have a choice to accept it or not accept it. And if you got any footage of Diddy, he was talking to me. That was one of the best times of my career in my music, because he pushed me to a level that I've never, to this day, probably have worked that hard. We worked really hard. It was all positive. It was, for me, that's my experience. So let me just be a voice, because I don't see None of these people that was toasting with all these big bottles of champagne and dying to be at his party, I don't know where these people are. I do not condone what I seen him do on the videotape with Cassie.
Yeah.
I don't condone that.
Yes.
So I'm not, I'm just saying what my experience was and the way that I'm being offered interviews. And when we do the little preliminary, getting it together for the podcast, it don't go through because they don't want to hear what I have to say. I don't have that. When people still see me on the street, they're like, "Oh, did he do this to you?" Nah, he motivated me, inspired me, encouraged me, and I worked the hardest that I ever worked when I was on Making the
Let me
Band.
ask
So
you
let me just
a
clear that up.
question, Queen.
Yeah.
To your point,
Okay.
when you see all the black people who are rushing in to condemn, and of course, we are not protecting, and we believe anyone who is actually guilty of those kind of allegations need to be held accountable. But
Right.
here's my question. We don't practice justice in the black community. We have pets in the black community. We don't expose them. We
Right.
got domestic abusers in the black community. We don't hold them accountable. We have sex traffickers in the black community. Nobody says anything. So my question to you is, are we being hypocrites when we are so quick to want to see Sean Puffy Combs held accountable for crimes that go on every day in the black community that most of us will overlook and ignore, even in the church?
Absolutely, because most black people don't want for their brother or sister what they want for themselves. So that's a big problem right there. Why are we laughing at what's happening to P. Diddy? When this happens with other white people in the community or Epstein, all these people, I don't even know their name because we're not laughing at them like we laugh at P. Diddy. We're not laughing at them like we laugh at R. Kelly. We're not laughing at them when we see somebody else's downfall. We're absolutely being hypocrites because you made a point one time where you like, I'm not condoning what P. Diddy saying, but did you do the same thing when you seen your homeboy slapping up his girlfriend?
Absolutely.
Did you do the same thing when your daddy was doing whatever? We see it, but we are so envious of each other that it's like finally this we get to see him go down. Why are we rejoicing in his downfall?
And
And
you
I'm
know
not,
what?
it's not, but it's hypocrisy for sure.
It is. And you know what? To me, it's almost like we have traded places with white society. Because when you look at the lynchings, the hundreds of years of lynchings, when thousands of white people would go to a football stadium to see a black person killed,
That's
now you do it remotely.
yes.
And it's not just the white people who are rushing in to watch the public lynching. Black people are rushing to YouTube to watch the public lynching. We're rushing to cable TV. We're rushing to social media. It's like we switch places with our oppressor, and now we are rushing in for these mass public lynchings of these black personalities.
It's the same exact thing, and that's why a lot of people I feel don't speak up because they don't want to lose their seat at Master's table.
Yeah.
And see, for me, that when I was on his show, when I went to the studio and I had lots of propositions to do this, to do that, I've had somebody offer me, I'm gonna make you a celebrity if you could do all kind of crazy stuff, and I'm like, who you talking to? Who you
Mm-hmm.
talking to? You're not talking to me. Because if I'm gonna get down with you, I'm gonna get down with you because it's true and it's authentic, not to make it to the next level.
Right.
So many people desire to be on that status, but don't want to put in the type of work, don't want to put in the type of effort that it takes to get there. So when we see a Diddy coming down, we laugh and we posting memes. But this is like you said, this is the same thing as pulling him out in front of all of us to watch and giving him the 50,000 lashes. He's getting his lashes right
Yeah.
now. Now,
Mm-hmm.
baby oil, all, like you said yesterday, I'm like, speak on that. What is the charge? Every
But
time they talking to me on a podcast, they're like, well, Arbery said this. What did she say? What happened to Arbery? Because she just keep getting on saying, I'm going to tell y'all later. I'm going to tell you like this. If you came at me sideways off the top, it's not going to be no later. I would have exposed you right on the show. But sis, if you watching, you was the one going to changing the booty shorts every time Diddy showed up. I was sitting there trying to suck up the game and ask him questions and see what's going on. Diddy is being lynched. I don't know, partying. He learned, first of all, America's hella filthy. We learned all of this from white folks, to be honest. Like, if we really want to keep it real, where we even get our nature is not even all of this entertainment, Hollywood stuff. That's why I am where I am now. People say, Malika, you still do music. Yeah, I do what I want to do when I feel like doing it. I shoot my own videos because all that extra stuff that y'all asking me to do to make it to the so-called top, I'm not doing it. But I'm
Right.
still doing my music. I'm still doing my good vibes. I'm still doing what I want to do that makes me feel good, not because you told me to, oh, make my skirt a little bit higher or show a little bit more cleavage, be a little more sexy, talk a little bit more like Little Kim. I was never doing none of that.
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe that I made it as far as I did on the competition.
Mm.
And then they started finding out who I really was. And I believe when I started doing those interviews and then they got to the true matter of who I was eliminated. Because they like, we don't need that type of sister coming out being I'm not doing all that extra stuff
That,
like that.
that's right.
But
That's right.
what we're doing to Diddy right now is no different than pulling him out in front of all the slaves and saying, this one right here, this is what we gonna do to him. It's the same thing. What's the brother that they did that to for posting the YouTube? What's his name? He's a sports player. Kyrie? Was his name Kyrie Irving?
Yes, the one who with the Hebrews to Negroes, Negroes
Yeah,
to
that
Hebrews.
was a lynching. That was
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
thing. R. Kelly, all of these, Bill Cosby. So, girl,
Yes.
you want to come out 10 years later talking about, I went to his room at 2 in the morning, I took a drink with him. What would, huh? Okay. I don't condone, see, then people, they're going to hit me on the DMs. I don't condone, let me preface it with this. I don't
Right.
condone
Right.
Diddy beating on
Right.
any woman. I don't.
But we
But I'm going to tell you
what
what,
you're saying is but even though we don't condone it, at the same time, you can't expect us to dismiss our common sense when we're
exactly.
evaluating an allegation. That's all we're saying. Don't ask me to dismiss my common sense
Yeah.
where you bring me nonsense that clearly shows you wanted what happened.
And we died to settle on the worst part. Why do we do that to each
That's true.
other? People talking
That's true.
about your school, where the money, but you Negroes gave Kamala Harris, as soon as she said she was voting
Was that
her.
30 million in one night, right?
What are you talking about?
$30 million in one night. Not for a school, not for a hospital, not for a bank, not for no jobs. $30
But
million
you
dollars
can't
in
raise
one
money.
night to
Hit
run
the
for
cash
president.
app, okay? Stop playing. I'm telling you, I'm not in the mood for none of this. I've been like, please let me tap in because I'm just, I really just want people to understand, y'all. If I went out there right now, people know me from that show. To this day, people love me. I was a popular, it was years ago. I was in the beginning of it. But here's the thing. If I came out today and I said anything about Diddy, do you understand that I could say
Yeah.
anything and
And get the
they are going to
cameras and
believe
the
it?
newspapers and everything.
I could get if I wasn't solid, I would be cashing out right now off of my story because they know I made it. It's easy for you to Google. And I'm just like, wow, I could say anything and y'all gonna believe it. People, my people, we gotta stop being so attached to what the media say, believing it, not doing your research. Look into it, know your history. I can't remember the brother I did the research on a boxer. The same thing that they're saying that Diddy doing, it sounds like Diddy was taking women out of town and having a good time with them, and they're
Right.
turning that into a federal crime.
Yeah.
You telling me
Well,
that
remember,
sound like Diddy was
same thing with
taking
R. Kelly.
all the bad
Remember,
girls that he met? Now I'm standing out here,
remember
but it
too, Sister Malika, R.
sounds
Kelly's
like Diddy
charge.
was having a good time with the
Well,
girls
same
that he
thing
was
with R.
hanging out
Kelly.
with and
Remember with
taking them.
R. Kelly, it wasn't with R. Kelly, it wasn't the pedophile much as it was the interstate sex trafficking. Remember, they did the same thing with R. Kelly. They said he was transporting women across state lines for sex. That's the
Right.
same thing they hitting Diddy with. So I think that's going to be the new takedown for black men. If you
But
link
you see
up
how
with a
you
woman
said
who,
they said. We
yeah,
still, why are we so quick? Everybody has already thrown Diddy under the bus. And all we really seen was that he did have a brawl with his girlfriend at the time, who, by the way, was with him on the red carpet about 2 days later. I'm just saying.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
and it's
So that's
about
their
$50
business at the
million
end of the
dollars
day.
richer right now, right?
Right. Why are we still talking about her? She got now. See, I hate when I get to getting too hyped because I'm not dismissing that should have never happened to no woman, black, white, red, or
Right.
brown. But at the same
But she
time,
wasn't upset enough to do something about it in the moment.
In the
okay,
moment.
and was clearly willing to take the payoff to be quiet, and only went for a payoff once she married her snow puppy, who told her to go back and get that money
That's
because
the
we
real
need it.
pimp. I'm sorry, her husband is the real one. Because let me tell you something. I wouldn't even want my king for me to go back and get some money. We ain't taking none of that man money. You minds
That's
now. You feel me?
right. That's right.
We're not, me personally. I don't want to go back and get money from somebody like that. And I got my new king. Why we taking money from him? You still Cassie. That's just what
That's
I
right.
thought on top
That's
of it.
right.
But think about it. After that happened to her, she was with him on the red carpet. So whatever they did, whatever makeup to break up sex they had that night, I don't know. But she was dosey dose some quattro on the red carpet with him 2 days later. So that's their business at the end of the day. If her daddy or her brother didn't come do that, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. And
No, I'm
I
with you.
think
I'm with you.
my main thing right now.
There's multiple layers to these stories. They cannot just be reduced to one issue, is what you're saying. You got to
Right.
look at this through a lot of different layers and not just what the media is feeding you. But back to what you said earlier, we love to see each other suffer. And we
We do.
definitely love to see successful Black people suffer. It is that crab in the barrel. We try to disguise it saying we want justice. But if you want justice, you would have went after all the Roman Catholic priests who raped all them Black kids if you wanted justice. You'd be going after all these white Black girls if you wanted justice. We don't ever pursue justice when it's with outside the community. But soon when the white person wants to lynch somebody inside the community, all of a sudden we want
We
justice.
with it and we there. And it's just like all these people that's doing it, promoters and stuff, y'all would have died for Diddy to be at your party 2 days ago. Y'all would have died. Like, why? I just don't get it, because we supposed to be in America innocent until proven guilty. So right now we all really are talking about speculation. Really. Like, only thing we really know that Diddy did is be Cassie, have
And
some
have the
baby oil,
freak offs.
had the freak offs, but y'all knew he was the whole industry is a freak off. That's what I love about me. I've been around all of that to the 10th power, but then I've still been in my people, my struggle in the community. I've seen it all. It's all hella freaky. That's why I'm here and I'm doing vacation and doing my thing, because none of that was for me. Who you talking to? It was all a freak off. Many women would do, I've seen it. They would do anything to make it, what you call making it. But then later on, you selling your soul, and then when it come down to it, they gonna throw you on the bus and do whatever they want to do with you. Even if you think you made it, they made you. Whoever make you can destroy you. And I always was taught that, so I always kept my values when I was rolling around in this Hollywood world and all that. And it's hella fake. It's a face for a face. Where is all the people that was toasting with Diddy at them billionaire brunches? Where are they? Don't none of y'all got nothing to say on his behalf? I feel
Nah, they
like you
scared
the
of the
only
power
person that's
structure.
speaking up for
They
him right
scared of the
now.
power structure. They scared of the Me Too. They scared of the feminist agenda. They scared of everything. We are a very scary
All of
people.
that. And Diddy,
Yeah,
and think about this too. Diddy did what he did, but Diddy was for our people. He was really trying to build and do more. He still was caught up in that Hollywood lifestyle,
right.
but he really did as much as he think he could look out for our people. If you do remember this too, Diddy played the Savior's Day message, the Criterion, about 3 years ago, Minister Farrakhan, on Revolt TV.
Uh,
Now you
uh, I didn't
know
know that. I didn't know
you
that.
can't be just putting no Farrakhan message up on your channel, brother.
Yeah.
Now you know Bill Cosby tried to buy
Yep.
NBC. What kind of content was Bill Cosby going to put on NBC? Now you know Diddy was challenging the tequila company or whatever
Yeah.
on just not wanting
That's
to
who
be your
really
pool
started
boy.
this. Yeah.
See, we gotta really listen. They want us to maintain, even though y'all see all these celebrities with money and doing all of this, it's still a slave
It's
master
just a
relationship
slave.
most
It's
of the
just a
time.
more expensive plantation. That's all.
It's a more expensive plantation. So just stay focused, stay woke. Y'all keep listening to the good doctor, because you keeping us up on game and you doing it in a way that makes it palatable for thugs, for intellects, for like everybody can easily listen to you. So I would say anybody that's watching this, stay listening, stay focused, stay tapped in, and just stop believing what white folks tell us. If they tell
Yes.
you that ice is colder, you gonna believe it. We gotta stop it with that. It's been too
I'm
long
with
now,
you.
and we still doing the same thing.
I'm
Like, we're
with you.
still doing the same thing. Want for your brother or sister what you want for yourself. Let's stop crucifying him along with the media, and he haven't even been convicted yet. Y'all already got this man as the worst man ever. I can't believe you take up for him. He ain't do that to me. He gave me one of the best times of my life, sis. I'm still doing hostings and getting my money off of that in the way that I choose to.
Right.
See what I'm saying? I worked very hard when I was with Diddy. He pushed me to a limit that I never been pushed to. So if this ever gets back to him, stay strong. They taking you down, bro. I know what you did. It's the tequila. It's the minister's message. It's a few things added in. He's not a weak ass black man. He
I
wasn't
feel
just,
you.
oh yes, sir. Oh, that wasn't
I
Diddy. He
feel
was
you.
too strong. He was too
I feel you.
powerful, and they
A lot
taking
more
him down.
conscious than most of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you for tapping
Appreciate
me in. I don't know
you,
if it's
Queen.
any more questions. I heard about your little reality show. You did.
You gonna come on there. You're gonna be one of the guests so we can talk
Oh,
life, love, and the
oh,
future of the black community.
Lord, God willing. All right.
All right, Queen. We talk soon. All right, Mama. Be blessed. That was a good tap in. My good sister Malika. She was with us at Nat Turner Land for the Nat Turner War celebration, August the 21st. I hope to see y'all at the Nat Turner Earth Day celebration on the eclipse of Libra, October the 2nd. Get your tickets at natturnerlibrary.com.